Some people meticulously plan their vacations, while others let fate decide.
Yeah, we've got no time to waste. I'm assuming that's where I'm at, but...
Me destroy paint in the cave.
Really? Entiendo inglés? Okay.
My worst nightmare has become a reality.
The car's dead.
This is Google Earth, an app developed by the Google team in 2005. It lets you explore the entire world without ever having to leave your room. Since I was a kid, it's always been a dream of mine to spin a globe and travel wherever my finger lands. So on my last vacation, that's exactly what I did.
Here we go. I got an idea, and I'm just gonna do it. And I'm not crazy, so you gotta hear me
You
out.
see, tucked away in this app is a feature called I'm Feeling Lucky. And with a single click, it drops you somewhere completely random.
I'm really nervous about this. I'm gonna click I'm feeling lucky, and wherever it lands, I'm just gonna go. I've been thinking about doing this for about 2.5 years. I'm gonna click this button, and wherever it lands, God help me. Here we go. Oh! That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Essentially, I've got to get to this exact point on the map. I'm gonna copy the coordinates. Those are the coordinates. That's what we're going with. That's actually not that far. It could have been Africa, Europe. It could have been China. It could be anywhere on the map. And it shows pretty much right in my backyard. How do I get there? Let me do some research. There's roads. Okay. There's a landing strip. Is this a military base? I hope it's not. It doesn't look like I'm legally allowed to go here. I'm gonna go anyways. I think that's pretty easy. I don't know if I need to do any more research. Yeah, dude, I'm set. I'm set. I'm not crazy, am I? I don't think I'm crazy. That's exactly what a crazy person would say though. I'm going, I bought it, I'm going. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna get to that exact spot and nothing's gonna stop me. I can tell you that much.
A powerful faction of Mexico's Sinaloa cartel warned that they are going to kill American citizens in popular tourist
Now,
locations.
flying and getting to a destination isn't necessarily difficult, so I thought I'd shake things up. Here's the twist. When I land in the country, I'll spin a wheel that'll determine exactly how I reach my destination. Hitchhiking only, offline only, sleeping outdoors, or living off of just $25 a day.
Okay, we've landed in Los Cabos. The 4 options that we have that we're gonna roll for, offline only, right? So I'm just gonna wipe my phone. Hitchhiking only, $25 a day budget, or sleeping outdoors, okay? Neither one of these sounds very good, I'll be honest with you.
I just want to pause and say that I thought that I knew the risks associated with doing something like this, and of course my parents and everybody that loved me told me ad nauseum how stupid that this was. Did I listen? No.
We got 4 choices, and whatever it chooses, we gotta do. Here we go. Dude, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to die. That one was actually kind of my least favorite choice. Like everybody else, I'm addicted to my phone. I think offline only is gonna be a real big challenge, mainly because I want to scroll. We're gonna keep eSIM. That would be a disaster. It's done. There we go. I'm dedicated to it. Not permitted.
If you go, avoid travel after dark, stick to Ubers, and do not drive between border towns and the interior. Only Campeche and Yucatan are rated safe for
Okay,
normal
here's the
precautions.
first problem. I don't know whether to go left, I don't know whether to go right, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I am. So there's gonna be a couple things that I'm gonna need. And the only place that I know, since I'm an American, is Walmart. Camping gear, food, water. I have this map. A whole lot of good it does if I don't have a compass to go along with it. That's like priority number 1. I need a watch, I need a compass, I need water and food. If I can't find those things,
Yeah, spoiler alert, I couldn't find a Walmart, I couldn't find a watch, and I couldn't find a compass. There is no hope.
if this is any indication as to how hot it is out here, don't question why I'm at Burger King. We have pretty much wasted the day. I picked up some supplies. I don't have everything that I need. This is us. I was hoping to reach far past this way up here by tonight. Buenas.
¿No quieren algo que le ayude?
No entiendo español. Un momento. Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias. I gave him a $500 bill. I don't know how much that was. I have no idea. But here's the plan. There's a road. It's called the Baja Divide Trail. Now, I don't know if that's a 4x4 trail. I don't know if that's a walking trail. I don't know if it's paved. I have zero idea. What's the logic behind taking a dirt road? There is none. I could take Highway 1, but what's the fun of that? I'm not gonna do that.
In hindsight, this route wasn't even on Google Maps. It's a rugged and rural 4x4 mountain bike trail that was literally made to humble people like me. I thought I was doing it for the sake of adventure, but really, I was just naive.
Yeah, this is it. The road turns to the left, and I take a right. This is it. This is it. This is it.
Okay. According to the map, I'm supposed to cross a river.
There are no rivers this far south, so this is it.
It was a pretty small achievement, but despite all odds, without a phone or Google Maps, I managed to take the correct turn and found the start of the Baja Divide Trail. Now, whether this was the correct decision, only time could tell.
Okay, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let me show you what we got. For this journey, I got a Jeep. I don't think that we could have done it in any other vehicle. I mean, we got space in the back to sleep. We don't have space in the back to sleep. We have four-wheel drive. We don't have four-wheel drive. What could go wrong? Actually, let me answer that right now. There's a fork in the road. Now, I'm using my full Lewis and Clark abilities here, and I see there is a slight left angle turn. I believe that the correct area to go is left and not right. And I have pretty much nothing to base that off of but my trust and instinct. So here we go.
Instead of showing you another map, I'm going to explain the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's essentially a cognitive bias where people with low ability or knowledge overestimate their competence. Now here's the real challenge. Can you pick out on this chart where you think I'm at? Now, if you couldn't already tell, I am getting ready to learn a very valuable lesson.
Rancho El... Dude, I don't know how to speak Spanish. Oh wait, let me ask for directions real quick. Hola, señor!
So this is what I've got so far.
I just came from that way. I could either go this way, that way, this way, or right into this dude's house.
There's my answer. They're so small. Hi. How are you? I'm gonna take a right. And I'm gonna go along this road. Ooh, I wasn't quite expecting that. I'm gonna need a 4x4 vehicle. I'm along this riverbed, and it's sandy as all get out. If I stop, I'm stuck. Oh shit. This is actually kind of embarrassing. This is the dumbest thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Wait a minute. Does this thing have four-wheel drive? There's no manual. There's no manual to this thing. What a humbling experience. I don't know how to drive a vehicle. I made it worse. I made it way worse. If these people at the ranch that I'm walking to are not good people, I was saying earlier that if I did get stuck, it wouldn't be so bad, mainly because I'm not that far away from the city. Well, that is true, and that is the situation that I'm now in. I don't really want to get stuck. I didn't really want to get stuck, but I was doing everything in my power to get stuck. Like the road. It's way too sandy. I just didn't really realize. I guess I just have no experience. Okay. Here we go. Hola, señora. Hola. Lo siento, ayúdeme. Mi carro es stuck. Okay, well that first contact didn't really go so well. Really need to brush up on my Duolingo there. Oh, perfect. Yeah, this is the type of vehicle that I would need, I think, if I'm gonna traverse these. Thank you. I'm assuming, since they're farmers, they put all their farm animals and hay and stuff like that into this car. At least that's what it smells like. I'm an idiot. Sí, gracias, gracias. Off-road 4x4, that's exactly what I needed. I'm never doing this again. Well, bro, thank God for these people, because I actually don't know what I would have done. Aquí. Sí.
La Ribera.
All the way to La Ribera.
Por todo el camino ahí tengo para decirlo.
¿Es posible o no?
Ahorita no.
No.
Mejor por allá por,
Okay, okay.
por la carretera.
Ah, back. I see, okay, back this way. Gracias.
Vale, gracias a usted.
Okay.
Now, with my tail between my legs, I decided to head back for Highway 1. Now, I want you to guess how far into my journey I'd gotten before getting stuck. It was a whopping 3.5 miles. That is a far cry from the over 50 miles I'd intended to drive over the rugged coastal desert. There is no doubt in my mind that I would have gotten stuck further down the road, where the nearest ranch would have been a 4 to 6 hour hike.
You know, right before wiping my phone, I was just explaining to my mom what I was going to be doing, and I was a little short with her, frankly. And I just kind of wanted to get on with the adventure. And I kind of wish that I could pick up the phone right now and call her and tell her where I am and tell her how it's going. But I can't do that. And so the words that I said were the words that I said, and I can't take those back. That's a lesson learned.
It had only been a couple hours without technology, but my mind already felt lighter, like I had room to breathe. With little distraction, I started contemplating on the mission ahead and what character flaws might cause me to fail. See, I had over 250 miles of rough and rugged terrain to cross, with no Spanish, no phone, and no idea what I was doing.
Okay, here's the plan for today. It's gonna be short, it's gonna be simple, it's gonna be easy, and it might be a little risky. First of all, I'm gonna get out of La Paz. I'm gonna follow US 1 all the way up and out of La Paz. We're gonna continue the road all the way up to the west side of the Baja Peninsula. I'm becoming a pro at navigating this map. All the way to Ciudad Constitucion. I'm gonna continue up that road until we meet this sandy highway here. I'm hoping that it's not sandy, but more than likely it is. I'm hoping to not get stuck. We're gonna take it all the way until we reach San Javier. If it is sandy, we're gonna have to turn back. I will turn back if it's sandy.
It's that sort of reckless and impulsive behavior that caused the car to get stuck in the first place, which put me hours behind schedule. But on the other hand, it's that discomfort that pushes you to learn about yourself and discover more about the world around you. I had the opportunity to see if I'd learned my lesson, but something tells me those flaws are going to take some time to get rid of.
I don't know if you can see those mountains in the distance. That's where I'm headed to. Okay, it's coming up. I think this is it. Oh my gosh. The road is terrible. I'm like 40% sure that this is it. I thought the road would be busier than this. It's not.
But it also,
This is it. Wait.
there should be a sign.
This looks even worse. This is definitely not it. This can't be it. Third time's a charm. Here we go.
Hola, señor. San Javier? Sí? San Javier? Okay, gracias, gracias.
We're going to take this road, which actually doesn't look bad, to San Javier, way down there. That should be about 70 kilometers. It should take me, I'm guessing, an hour or two. What is that? Look at that. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. This bird has been following me. That could either mean good luck or it knows something that I don't. If the road continues like this, we're not making it to San Javier by nightfall.
This is the landscape. It is absolutely barren, and there's nobody out here whatsoever. That being said, I would really love a warm shower and a nice bed tonight, and not to sleep in that. Could be worse, could get worse, but we'll see. So it has been a very, very long time since I've slept in my car. We were 3 people deep in a Ford Bronco. If I do need to sleep, it'll be something like that. Flat grass, flat land, that I'll just pull over on the side and sleep in my car if I need to. What is this? What is this? Look at that. This guy's got a whole setup here, dude. He's the first one that I'm bothering if I get in trouble. Although I just thought he could be a skinwalker. This might be where I park. I like this spot. I think I really like the spot. I'm gonna set up camp here. I don't know how comfortable I feel continuing to drive through the night. All right, welcome to Camp Kyle. The guy with the ranch is right down there. Now, I doubt that he wants to be bothered if he has come to the trouble of moving all the way out here. His livestock are right there. They're safe and sound for me. Believe me, I'm not gonna touch them. Hello? This kind of looks like your first house in Minecraft. I was gonna say, why the hell would anybody live all the way out here? But I can see why. I don't know if you can see this. I don't have anything to defend myself with. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. I just realized it's only 7:35. Unless I'm gonna sleep for 12 hours. Well, normally the melatonin that I just took knocks me out for a good 8 hours. I'm sitting in here in a glass cube. Nothing would scare me more than somebody tapping on the glass right now. I would evaporate. I don't know what I would do. Let me not stare into the darkness. That's actually how you freak yourself out. I'm gonna go to sleep. This is gonna be a rough night. My worst nightmare has become a reality. The car's dead. I don't know how. I don't know why. The car's dead. Oh, that's not good. Oh, dude, I'm so stupid. Here's what I'm gonna do. When it becomes bright out, I'm just gonna have to go ask for help, I guess. Dude, these decisions that I'm making, I guess they're really reckless and they're proving to be really costly. I mean, what I did was I took the keys and I put them in the ignition and I pulled them out slightly. I didn't hear any beeps, I didn't hear anything else, thinking that, hey, if anything happens, I can just jump in the car and I'd be gone. Well, I guess it's been draining power, so here we are.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the
Hey Kyle, just checking in on you. And I'd just like to pray, I guess, for you. Wanted to pray with you, but gonna pray for you. So Father God, I come to you now. I lift up my son Kyle. I know that you are a good God, a God that hears and answers prayers. And Father, you said when we are anxious, that we must commit it to to you. So your scripture says, be anxious for nothing, but with prayer and supplications, with thanksgiving, we're to make our requests known unto you. So I ask you, Father God, to protect Kyle, watch over him, everything that he does. May he, first of all, consider you, make sure that whatever he's doing is according to your will. So Father God, we just commit him to you, safety, bring him back safely, watch over him, whatever he's doing. We ask all these things in your most precious name. Amen.
Let me try to answer a burning question that might be going through your mind. Kyle, why? Why do you feel the need to go on these pointless adventures and put your family through all of this needless stress? Honestly, as irresponsible as it sounds, I don't have an answer, at least not yet. Now, I'm not here to spin a narrative and say, oh, don't worry, Mexico isn't dangerous. I'm just here to show you what happens when you buy a one-way flight, wipe your phone, and try to reach a random set of coordinates in the middle of nowhere. The rest of the story? Well, that's up to the people I meet along the way. And so far, we were looking pretty good. Take Humberto, for example, a 74-year-old rancher I met about 15 miles down the road. He lives alone all the way out here with his 3 dogs, Luna, Nena, and Badoke, and he's never left the peninsula. But when you live somewhere like this, I can see why you'd never feel the need to. Okay, let me ask you something. If you were alone, without a phone, miles away from the nearest town, and a random man you met 5 minutes ago says, hey, you want to see some 7,000-year-old cave paintings? Would you trust him? Humberto's lived here for over 50 years, and he's guided curious tourists and archaeologists up and down this very cliffside. This is a place where indigenous tribes have visited for thousands of years. And the craziest part? He found it only 30 years ago while chasing some of his loose goats. Since it was on his land, he gets to name it, and he calls it Snake Cave.
Okay, it looks like we're nearing the mouth or the opening of the cave.
Wow. Wow. It almost looks like a dinosaur, but I know it's not. You can see people.
Ballena.
But
Es una ballena.
so indigenous peoples would come in here and set fire. This would be their camp.
Cada día encontramos más. Mira. Todo esto son pinturas rupestres. Todo esto. Pero se caen de la montaña y va quedando abajo. Aquí tenemos más. Niños, hat, mano de niño, fish, taco.
See?
Es bueno.
To think thousands of years ago, people were looking at it this view, drawing armadillos, hanging out, eating. It's amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Vamos.
Ready.
Come back. Vámonos.
Now, some people might say, oh, you just haven't met the wrong one yet. Okay, fair. I don't have a rebuttal to that, except to say that in the 50 countries that I've traveled to, the most unsafe I've ever felt was right here in the United States.
¿Tienes problema?
Yeah.
Híjole.
Now, there's a saying in Baja, bad roads, good people. And at this point, I'd learned that firsthand.
Puro mexicano. Muchas gracias. Suerte.
Nice to meet you.
Always nice to meet you.
Now, we've got a mission to finish. So the next morning, I skipped breakfast and drove north to the small town of San Bruno. See, I'd traveled over 3,500 miles from my home in Louisville, Kentucky, and standing here, looking over the water, I realized we only had 6 miles left to go.
The waters are pretty calm though, but this is where great whites and whale sharks come to breed, so there won't be any swimming today. Somebody in this town has got to have a boat that I can use, so let's go find that.
Let's take a left. This is a good sign. She has safety gear on. Hola, señor. Isla de San Marcos.
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Aquí con los chavalos, nosotros venimos saliendo allá, ellos son los que...
No español, lo siento.
Buenos días.
No pueden entrar sin permiso. A ver, me dice el ingresazo ahí. ¿Dónde? Cuánto bueno para entrar para la isla, pero digo que no pueden entrar sin permiso.
Not permitted.
No, es privado.
Private permission, you have to ask the permission answer.
Well, that is not good. That is not good at all. But we're not going to give up.
Where are you going?
Oh, why? For vacation.
It's a mine.
Only workers can enter.
Okay.
Gracias.
There's no way that we've come all this way to not be able to get onto that island. Dude, I'm kind of worried. Those guys over there have not left my sight at all. They look official. They look like they're calling it in.
I wonder if I could go up and down the coast and see if anybody has a boat that is willing to take me to this island that doesn't know that it's prohibited.
Ethically, we're in some gray waters.
But if they're willing to take me, I mean, come on, you can't own this entire island. That's crazy.
I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could.
Isla.
Isla.
Sí.
Sí. So, aquí.
Aquí.
Sí.
Una hora.
Sí, sí. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Ok. ¿Está bien?
Okay.
Hey.
So he did say that he'll drop me off on the island for 1 hour for 900 pesos. Now I know that's a ripoff, but I'm not going to argue with the guy that's willing to illegally drop me off on the island. Essentially, all we got to do is hit those coordinates. He did say that if I do go into the town, I'll be arrested and fined. So I will make sure not to do that. I think we're leaving right now. I don't speak a lick of Spanish, so I actually have no idea. But I think we're leaving to go to his boat. He's gonna go to the store, pick up whatever he needs. I don't know what he might need. Dude, this is getting kind of sketchy now. He told me to go park out by the dock and wait for him there. So, hey, I'll do it. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Gracias.
Bríncale.
How do I explain to him that that's the road that I want to go on over there to the left and not directly towards the prohibited area? Yeah, we've got no time to waste. I mean, this is truly perfect because this is the route that I need to take all the way up and around. Those mountains are definitely taller than I thought. Okay, señor.
Voy a estar allá.
Okay. All right, we made it to Isla de San Marcos. I'm absolutely thrilled. Now, we have an hour, and I have no way to time myself. I have a couple maps that I'm gonna be using to try to find these coordinates.
Now, there are several things that I would have done differently if I could do this again. Let me start by saying I was woefully unprepared. The combination of trying to get to random coordinates without using my phone and a distinct lack of landmarks made it nearly impossible.
I'm lost. Let me see, let me make sure that I'm lost.
I mean, look at the map I'm using. It's literally a low-resolution screenshot that I took on my phone months ago.
Oh, God. I was hoping that the riverbed was gonna be a little bit more cleared out than this. I think it's this way. I'm gonna keep going that way.
Now, before this trip, I studied Google Earth extensively, and I made sure I knew the route that I wanted to take. Route A, which sent me through the town and followed gravel roads and dried riverbeds, and Route B, which skirts the coastline, dried riverbeds, all the way to the point. What I didn't count on was the satellite imagery was taken in the winter when the dried riverbeds are clearly seen. But coming here in the summer meant that it was a completely different landscape.
Oh, jeez. This would be a lot easier with my phone. Oh my gosh. Am I even going the right way? This direction's a lot flatter. Ooh, there's a tiny trail of sorts, I think. Okay. Dude, I think I found a trail. Ugh. There's something that kind of... Dude, I can hardly see it though. I see a trail. I see a trail up there. Do you see that ridge line? Okay, thank God. 'Cause I don't know what the heck I was doing there for a moment.
Physically, I thought I was prepared enough. I exercise regularly and I follow a pretty good diet, but it was 95 degrees and I hadn't eaten in 2 days. I was practically running uphill through thorn bushes. When I started feeling dizzy and seeing black spots, I knew I was in trouble.
Mistake number one, said I didn't bring any water. All right, I'm gonna start taking it easy now. The sun has kind of hit me and the adrenaline has wore off. Oh my gosh! On the map, it sort of shows this is 2 tire tracks. This is not 2 tire tracks.
I've watched this footage over and over again, kicking myself, thinking about what I should have done differently.
Wow.
And ultimately, I'd done it again. The combination of a challenge, my own lack of preparation, and reckless behavior caused me to fail. Now, I could have pushed myself beyond my limits, but I had 2 loving parents who hadn't heard from me in 4 days, and I promised my brother if it seems stupid, I won't do it. So at this point, that was my only responsibility.
I do not feel okay. I don't know if it's that I'm getting sick or if it's heat exhaustion, but I do not feel okay.
So with little under 2,000 feet left, I turned around. Now I felt defeated. I could have done this, I should have done that, but in the end, I fell short of my goal.
I'm so dizzy right now, dude. Look, man, I don't want to be a wimp or anything. If I passed out here, I would actually just die, and then I couldn't make it back home. Oh. So, the point's up there. I'm down here. I kind of feel like a failure. If I do this again, in another location, in another destination, I'll be more prepared. It may have been possible to do this if I had my phone. But using this paper map, I don't know how Lewis and Clark did it.
Now, let me take a step back. I've overcome so much. I've crossed such a huge distance. Does this measly 2,000 feet really define whether I'm a failure or not? Yeah, no, it for sure does. I'm just coping. But I promise, the next time I let Google Earth choose my vacation, I'm getting to those coordinates by any means necessary.